Good morning. Good afternoon, even. I'm up a little early than I normally am. I just couldn't sleep, you know? Hi, Sean. Thank you for checking in 23 times. I try to go back to sleep after getting up around like 3. I couldn't, so I went to woke up again. Welcome. Thank you for the resale for 4 months, Spire. Thank you. Thank you. But I am like waking up a little man, so I apologize if my brain isn't be fully intact. Thank you for the cheekbone and the pie. I appreciate the support, Inspire too, and the pets. I wake up around like 3 a.m. and then I like try to close my eyes, go back to sleep, but like my brain had already like started moving and thinking, and then sometimes like when I think too hard when I wake up, it makes it hard for me to go back to sleep. Like I think of different things that are going on in my life and like stuff that I'm doing with. And then it just kind of makes it hard to go back to sleep, because like you just have so much rush on your noggin. But hey, I'll be okay. One bad night of sleep isn't gonna like, hurt me too bad, I don't think, as long as I sleep okay the rest of the days. I'm gonna be drinking some water too, because I just woke up. I gotta stay hydrated. I hope you guys are having a good afternoon. Thank you all for all you guys. It's actually the morning. For some of you still it's like 10 or something or 11. It's getting there though. Almost noon. Hope everyone's having a good morning and they slept longer than I did. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do today. I just kind of I woke up way too early. I've had this problem before where I wake up and I can't go back to sleep. That's why I've had really early morning streams for a while. When did I go to sleep? I think it was like around 11ish. Something like that. But I'll be fine. Relax. I'll try to maybe nap when I get home from work. I gotta work this morning, unfortunately. It's Labor Day. They have Labor Day stuff that's been going on since 2 days ago. They have had stuff on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That hasn't really gone too well because there's other stuff going on in the area, and there's also the weather's just really cold, so nobody wants to be over and visit the place I work at, because it's usually a warm weather kind of deal. So yeah, it hasn't been a super event, so I don't think today is gonna be much different, to be honest, with castings, because I mean my hours ain't it gonna come again. I've been cutting my hours a lot, unfortunately, because they have too many people working and then nobody shows up to go to the events, so we have to send people on. It's a pain in the butt. Well, not much I can really do about it. Well, what it is, Eventually I'll probably eat some breakfast too, or grab some food. I should have plenty of time this morning to actually eat something, unlike yesterday where I rushed to get stuff done, And thank you for the headpants and the pink hair. I love the pink hair, that's one of my favorite ones. Don't know if I want to wear today. I'll add more outfits. I know that sounds ridiculous, being that I have so many, but like, I want more outfits. I forget what some of these ones do up here. I think this one. I'll make my hair real long. What else we have? Oh, they're my crown. I almost forgot that I added that in my old pen. I really used it a ton. I think it's kind of fun. Did a couple outfits that I just haven't really used a bunch. Bruh. I don't know. I'm very indecisive sometimes. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. So I'll just stay with my default outfit, I guess, for now. Oh, yeah. Oh, green eyes aren't working. 1 second. I really get out hidden buttons on my keyboard at the same time. Probably why it wasn't working properly. I know. I was thinking about either playing some more Uma or something like fishing or something, you know, this morning, because I am like, my brain is probably not I can also talk about some stuff that has been like, you know, bothering me lately. Not like about anyone in particular, of course, but like, you know, just stuff that I've been kind of dealing with. That way you guys don't just like, you know, hear me and yeah, every once in a while just like say, you know, how hard it is to like stream and not really know what's going on in my head. I don't normally open up too much, but sometimes, you know, and then it's nice to be a little more nervous sometimes, you know. I think it's fine. But I, yeah, obviously, you know, being on my situation, I have like a lot of dysphoria problem, so that's a big thing. And I have to kind of like deal with it in daily life because, you know, I still have to act and go around the way I am, so that's a big issue. And then obviously I do have depression. I don't know, this stuff is really like, you know, super, you know, fun to talk about or listen to maybe, but I think it's important to, you know, not be afraid of your problems and to, you know, talk about them. And that way, you know, because other people suffer these kind of things too. And I feel like ignoring it or not talking about it is just like kind of like you're strong arming it, or you maybe trying to, you know, not have other people suffer because you're suffering, which is understandable. I usually don't. Even when I feel like I'm depressed or if I'm like hurting or something, I usually don't try to like burden people with it too much because I know like, you know, I'll feel better in a couple days or something, you know? So, but I think it's nice to also, you know, peek under the dome a little bit. If, and just like, you know what's going on in here a little, but, they have a lot, you know, unfortunately, a lot of things going on in this noggin of mine that kind of like beat me up. Like this morning when I woke up, I could just hear things in my head, just like, yeah, I don't know why it amplifies that kind of stuff. I don't like hear voices really, not exactly. I'm not that crazy, right? But I do like, you know, think in my head a lot and like talk to myself sometimes, and I noticed that like a super weird thing to do in this day and age because like a lot of people are lonely and isolated and they have to like do that kind of stuff to help keep themselves sane. So I think that's part of it. But it's kind of rough, you know, when you're thinking about things and then you just let your mind kind of run away with it. Especially like if you run through some stuff with some people or with the place you're living in or something like that. I want to eventually get better living condition. I think that would help a lot with my anxieties and some matter stuff. I just don't like the worst ever. Like I'm not like drowning exactly because of it, but I definitely am suffering a little bit from that. And then also, you know, I'm also kind of a pain in the butt, but I feel like I'm getting more used to work a little bit. When I first started working at the place I work, I would cry almost every week, like, or every other day or so, because like it would mentally tax me so hard. I'm like, I would be in the car on the way to work and crying, just like I bawl my eyes out, and then I'd have to like, wipe my tears up and kind of like, act normal once I got there. And then sometimes I'd even cry at work, but I'd have to like hide, like I go to the fridge or something to get something so that like no one would see me. Wow. Thank you for the 2 crowns, but it was very emotionally taxing, and I think it still is, but I've gotten kind of used to it, if that makes any sense. Like it hasn't really changed from what it was when I started. Besides me being like better at my job, I am a bit better at it, so that is a little bit more encouraging, I suppose. But it also, only I think I'm just better at managing stress than I was for that specific stuff. Stuff still bothers me. I feel like I just, I don't know, maybe I just kind of like shut down the emotions a little faster than I used to. Like I kind of suppressed them a little more. Like instead of like, crying or, getting upset, I'll just like, I'm on, and I'll just like, and then I'll think about it later, well, maybe that's not a good thing to have to bottle it up for a while and then kind of like break down. But I think I think I'm managing it better than I used to, at the very least. So I haven't had as many breakdowns because of work. It's still not the best, but it's getting better, I feel like. And I am also working for other places to work. It's just job market is not the best, and I've been kind of struggling with that, unfortunately. So, but to get a better job, better place to live, I think those 2 things will definitely make me a lot happier, and I'll feel a lot more secure. And that will help a lot. It takes time, these things don't happen overnight, and sometimes you get stuck in a job that you don't like, and you just gonna have to just work because working is important. You have to make money to pay bill and all that other fun stuff. So, but it's not all bad, I met a lot of cool people streaming and just doing things. So like, I have a lot of cool people and friends that I didn't have for a while. So that's always fun. I don't always hang out with them. I wish I hung out with them more. But it's still nice to have them around here and there whenever they, good time or they want to hang out for something. But yeah, that's just some of the stuff that's just rattling around in here. I'm trying not to let I already the on stream. I think I've done that enough times already, where I just like start crying. I usually like try to end the stream before I get to that point, so you guys don't have to hear me sobbing or getting all teary or whatever. But there are certain things that like really trigger my my trauma stuff, which is unfortunately a thing that I have to deal with because of the way I was raised. Past relationships kind of deal. So you're like, feeling ignored, it's stuff that a lot of people deal with. Like, I'm not gonna go into all of it, but it's definitely stuff that I manage, like I can't say that I don't manage it. I do try to manage it the best I can. I just take deep breaths, do something I like. Streaming helps a lot because it makes me feel less alone, and sorry, I'm taking some breaths real quick. Like that's the one that like you probably bothers me the most to talk about or to think about. Is like kind of I do get a bit lonely, but it's okay. But there's it's a lot better than it was. I'll just say that. So hey, like I have a lot more people that done checking on me, if I can talk to you. So I'm not like doing too bad, guys. I just some days are a little harder than others, you know? But if I had like, you know, if there's like a perfect penta world, which obviously isn't out there, I'd probably, you know, have some a couple like friends that I'd hang out with like every day or so, but sometimes it doesn't happen, or most of the time I guess. I want to like talk about how unpopular I am or whatever, but I think like a lot of people are just like kind of shy to like reach out, or they have other things they're doing or other things that they're worrying about, you know, and that's fine, you know. But it's also like has to do with you probably when you like stream and the other streamers. They kind of like, you know, I feel like they put you in like a box kind of deal, where like, you know, these are stream friends, they hang out with them when you're streaming. Sorry. Give me a second. But that's understandable, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna talk about not so sad things, so don't end up being more sad. I might be to get some people together next week, maybe to out. I'll bring message around the weekend and see if anyone's free for Wednesday or something. It won't be this Wednesday, it'll be next Wednesday if we do anything. But I had to set it up, you know, and you know, talk to everyone and message everyone individually, maybe. But do you have like a, you know, obviously, trying to like, I have this like streamer thing where like everyone's in it, so I can like message everyone, but sometimes they don't see it or they don't have it like unmuted, so I have to like message everyone and see if they're free to hang out or do something. And normally they are, it's just like the time zones are sometimes a pain. That might be fun. I don't know what we're gonna do. I feel like I'm getting tired of just doing Reaper every week or every other week or so. It's a fun game, but it's a little too much for my brain. But I think I need something like with more purpose or like a task or something that's, I know Reaper has one, but it's also like just chaos. So maybe something a little less chaotic. I know that's part of the fun. And maybe you guys like, you know, love seeing people just go crazy, and it is a ton of fun, honestly. So I might still do it, but it is a bit draining for me with so many people. But it's still fun. It's fun seeing all those people, and it's only like one day, so it's not so bad. I usually prefer to do like groups of like 3 or like 4 in total with like me included. As in like, you know, you feel like you're interacting more with everyone and you're able to like talk and hang out, and so there's like chaotic things just going all over the place. And well, so if I do other kind of collabs, I might just keep it kind of similar to that, unless it's like a big repo collab again or something. What else is going on in the Pentaland? I did draw something for our Tyrwing a bit ago. I know I haven't been drawing in forever. I want to draw a new, or like, you know, design a new background to like talk behind or kind of whatever. like a new chat box maybe, because I did design this one, but it's a little sketchy or a little scuffed or whatever it is. Sketchy isn't the right word. I'd say it's like more scuffed. It's like, you know, it is what I can throw together kind of deal, and I feel like I could probably make something better. Either that or I could buy something, I suppose. But I might try to do something. I did do my what's it called, my about me stuff not too long ago, so that's like updated and it looks a lot nicer than it did. I do like how I pop out of the frame on those. I think that's like my favorite part of how I made those. Really, I slowly like I left the bubble of the about me areas. I thought that was kind of a cool feature, but I designed those. They weren't too bad. I just used Canvas and my own editing software together to kind of piece it together in order to get what I wanted, which wasn't too bad. But I was I don't know. I just haven't been drawing a whole lot lately. You know, sometimes I'll just like, you know, feel like drawing and I'll draw, but now a little bit since I've like done a whole lot of my hobby stuff. Besides like video games, of course, because I play video games for streaming and for myself. I think Uma Derby's kind of taken over my unfortunately my pastimes when I'm not streaming. I'll do Uma on my own. I don't know if I like it like a ton exactly, but it is like a good way to like pass my time and think about other things and focus on other stuff, you know? Because there's a lot that goes into that game. And it's kind of nice to be able to like try to wrap my head around all the different like stats and the races and the girls, and I don't know, it just always gets my mind those things. Oh, it's nice. Well, yeah, that's just, it's nice to have something like that to keep you busy or occupied. That way you're not like, you know, feeling all mopey all the time. I also have been watching more anime lately, which is nice. I've been rewatching Demon Slayer, the first season, so I kind of forgot how goofy it is at times. Like, I know that's kind of like, I don't know if that's like the right word exactly, but it is. It makes me kind of laugh just about how like how silly sometimes the anime feels, despite it being like such a pretty and serious, like, you know, it's obviously a very dark anime as well with like the demons and everything, but it's also kind of goofy in my opinion, because like Kondro will just be like saying exactly what he's thinking, and then he'll like tell the enemy like not to do something. It's just so funny because like how's that the demon's not gonna just like listen to you, you know? I think Tanjiro just like kind of lives in his own little bubble where he thinks that like, you know, he can talk the demon out of something or somehow change his mind or something by like making a little speech to him, which I think is kind of funny. So it's definitely been pretty good to watch again. I wouldn't say that the story is like all together the best, but it is kind of pretty anime to watch. I'm also watching this other anime that's made by Bilibili, which is like, I'm pretty sure Chinese development team or whatever. He's untouchable. Yeah, he's definitely broken some stuff and gotten hurt, but he's something. But I'm watching this other one called To Be Hero X, which is pretty good. I don't normally watch this stuff from Billy. They're like a 3D animation studio that does like a lot of different things. Sometimes they're just kind of like throwaway animes, like they do a lot of those in my opinion, where they're like either the same as like similar ones, or they're just kind of like not a whole lot of effort put into them. If that makes any sense. They're just kind of like, you know, they're just there to fill the time and kind of be funny and goofy. I feel like this one that they did, To Be a Hero X, is actually like really good in comparison to those. Like it feels like an actual, like a lot of love got put into it, a lot of like time and effort, the story and the graphics, and it makes me feel really good about it watching it. is also like it's not the most happy anime though ever. So it kind of does like, you know, eat at me a little bit just by watching it. I not recommend watching sad or depressing anime when you're feeling depressed or sad because it doesn't normally make you feel better. But I don't know. I feel like there's something to be said about like depressing and sad anime out there because I feel like we like memorize, we like remember those kinds a lot more than the ones that are just happy and goofy all the time. You know, we obviously, depending on our situations, which animes we watched first, or ones that we go back to, there's a big, obviously a lot of difference in what our favorites will be. But I feel like a lot of times for me, the more actual ones, the ones that like really stick in my head, are the ones that have like a lot of struggle and then a lot of sadness. And I don't know if it just resonates with me or if it's just how they are in general, but like that's just how it is for me anyway with them. One of my anime that like I really like or I have like rated highly or like that, they have a lot of sadness in them. Hi Potato. I was talking him yapping about anime and other things that I've been doing and some of my mental stuff earlier, but I'm not gonna go back into it because I was cried again when I started crying on the stream. But yeah, it's been okay. I've just been yapping about the two animes I've been watching. I was starting to rewatch Demon Slayer, the first season. I don't think I ever watched the second season, so it's probably good that I'm going back and watching the first one so I can remember some things. But I'm assuming it gets better as the Alright, I'll type out something. Thanks. Oh, I had the control exclamation point. That's not what I wanted to do. Bye. Or shift exclamation. I need to change that to another key because it's a surprisingly useful key to have. And I thought it wasn't gonna be for some reason. I was like, oh, I'll just stick it on shift 1, and then I'm like, I use exclamation point all the time now. There. There they go. Type them out a little message in case they don't have the audio or whatever like they send. Oh no, guys, bring the birth, bring those. That's good, Potato. I'm glad the Potato's doing good. Alright, hopefully you guys are doing good. I know mental issues are related for a lot of people, especially nowadays. Like depression and loneliness are kind of like, you know, on the rise. They were especially bad during COVID, of course, because everyone was locked up. But I think in general, like with technology and how easy it is to like, you know, distance yourself from other people, and I feel like there isn't enough like activities out there to get people together and like socialize and do things. I think there are, but it's just really hard to get involved in those like to start, and I don't think there's like enough things around to like encourage that kind of stuff for people. It's unfortunately a problem for a lot of things, a lot of people. Oh, the lack of good third spaces has been on my mind. Yeah. Not yet. For me, it's like, why don't even go as an adult, you know? Like, I don't want to go to bars, you know? And that's like the only place I can think of these days to actually meet people my age. But it's like, I mean, a lot of different ages, like a lot of older people, a lot of people my age, people in between, you know, and kind of scares me to go to those places because like you never know what kind of people you're gonna run into. Could be good people, bad people. I know that's how it is, like no matter where you are, but I don't know, it just feels like a setting that I don't really want to go to exactly. I don't really drink, you know, and I don't really like drinking that much. There's just not a whole lot of places to go and just like, you know, socialize. And you can go to places that are like quote unquote public, you know, like the parks or something. And maybe some other outdoor things, but like it's really hard to just like start socializing with people you don't know anymore. Like maybe back in the I don't know 80s or 90s or like 2000 early 2000s, it was like a lot easier just to say hello to someone outside they didn't know and just like start up a conversation with them. I feel like that's kind of gotten harder for everyone to like just like kind of interact with strangers because strangers are scary, and our honestly like used to our phones, messaging and online stuff, that it's hard for us to kind of like break the ice for a lot of times when we want to talk to someone, especially if they're already like in the friend group or if they're hanging out with someone else, because a lot of people don't go to these places alone. Some people do. Some people just like jog around on their own or do things on their own, but those kind of people are usually more protective about talking to new people, because obviously that's a scary thing when you're by yourself. Ali. So yeah, there's no good non-work, non-home places just to be. Exactly. It is really sad. Like there needs to be like more like clubs or something, you know what I mean? Like not like things like activities that people that in the community and around you like that you can kind of get together and do that same thing together, like a gardening club for adults. I feel like clubs should not be like specific for like high school or college. I feel like they should have those kind of things for for adults and young adults, older adults, whatever ages, and allow them to they just do stuff together and hang out. But I don't think there's anywhere in my town anywhere that there's like a social board or anything like that to like advertise like getting together or doing stuff or getting something like that would be really helpful for people who are looking for things to do or places to go. And if you don't really have anyone, it's hard to find anyone after that, because you'll have any collections to kind of like pull on. But yeah, I definitely think it's a big problem, and I think it's probably more than just the States. It's probably other places too, like other countries, other things. So I definitely feel for you guys in other places as well. Definitely not easy. What else was I talking about before I went on a tangent? Well, hopefully you guys feel a little less alone when you listen to my streams, other people's streams, because I do appreciate you guys a lot. Even if you don't chat and you just like hang around, hopefully, it feels a little less alone when you're hanging out with other people, and even if it's like in a social capacity or a streaming capacity, you feel like you're alone together. If that makes sense, though. It's a little better than just being alone, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna play anything today or not, or if I'm just gonna yap all day. If I find some more things to yap about, maybe I'll yap some more. But I think I got most of my yapping done. I should drink some more water. Oh, I could talk more about the anime that I've been watching, the 2B Hero X. It sounds like a really goofy name, and like the first few episodes are kind of misleading. Like they kind of like I'm not gonna spoil too much. I'm just gonna go over like the general synopsis that you could probably find like if you just Google the description or whatever, and some of the stuff that I like in a very vaguely manner in case you guys actually decide to try it out yourself. But it's got like 24 episodes or so now. I don't know if that's where it's gonna stop or just gonna keep going. I'm assuming it's gonna stop around there. Thank you for the cheat crumbs. I love cheat crumbs and headpads, they're the best. Maybe. But it's not like the happiest anime. Like the first few episodes aren't the worst when it comes to that kind of stuff, but as like the story progresses, it gets more and more dark. And like it's a show about heroes, but like the world building and like the actual stuff that's like used to like create these heroes is kind of interesting. It feels like more of a dystopia kind of feel after a while. So basically that heroes have like a trust value, and the more people out there that trust them, the more powerful they become. So heroes can be born from social stars, and like, you know, sports people, wedded leaders. I don't think I've seen that many political leaders, just a couple from the companies, like the big hero companies, but it like kind of puts in perspective like how much social media controls people and how like affects people's lives these days. Like these big stars are like kind of forced to create an image for the people that their fans are. Yeah, they're kind of forced to uphold this image, or if they don't, they lose trust, they lose power, at least with popularity. So it's more than just like, you know, you lose popularity, you get cancelled, whatever. They actually lose their physical powers if they don't keep like in the public eye properly, and that can lead to like a lot of really bad example or really bad situations where they have to like pretend something's happening or lie to the public or worry about backlash on things. And it's kind of interesting concept, I think. And then also the public, the way that they view the hero has a lot to do with the hero's power and what they can and can't do. So let's say if they have like a hero that is a silent assassin or something, as an example, the people who believe in them would see them as like a silent killer and super, like they'd be like super able to cut really fast, to sneak around, but they'd also be unable to talk. So that mountain dire, you go from like just being a regular person to no longer being able to speak anymore, because your hero, your fan base just doesn't let you speak anymore. And that happens to other stuff too, like they don't want you to do things, or let's say you like embody a certain like principle, you can't go against your principles, and it ends up biting a lot of heroes in the butt after a while. I don't know, I think it's a pretty cool concept. I don't normally like the Billy stuff as much, but it is, I'd say it's one of the better ones for sure when it comes to things. What else have I been doing? I read this one manga, or I guess it's more of a manhwa. It's closer to one tier. I say manga by habit sometimes, so I apologize. My one friend suggested it. It's not really the best out there. I don't know if you guys do any reading of manga or webtoons or anything like that. I'm kind of a big anime manga webtoon nerd sometimes. I go through phases, I think, where like I'll read for a while and then I'll stop, and then I'll watch for a while and then I'll stop. I don't know why. Sometimes I get like a little tired of watching or reading, and then I'll just, you know, decide to give it a break, and then I go back to it. I have a lot of stuff that I have like unfinished that I started reading, unfortunately. A lot of good ones, a lot of bad ones, a lot of like in between. There's obviously a crap ton of down mangas and webtoons out there that just feel like they're copy pasting or like kind of stretching to do things, but there's also a lot of like really unique and special and good ones as well. The my current one that I've been reading, someone at work suggested this one, so I didn't think it was gonna be that good, but it's actually okay. I usually like, you know, female first story or female protagonists, but this was not too bad. Besides, the one manga anime backlog only grows no matter how much you watch. It's true. Depending on the series and what it is, it feels like it can sometimes be suffocating. Especially if it's like a really active like manhwa or webtoon. And the manga, let's say the manga always seem to grow. Some of them do end after a while, unfortunately, and you get sad. But some animes, they like end up growing from like 12 episodes and they get a second season. They're like, oh wow, so that got a second season. Then they get a third season, and they're like, okay, it's getting a little hard to like, you know, manage. And then like they get fourth season, and then you're like, okay, I don't know if I can keep watching this. It's like one of those things, if you do end up watching those things, you end up like having to like stay on top of it, or you just get behind and don't want to watch it. My favorite anime? Oh, that is a tough one. I have a lot of anime that I really, really like, but I do have favorites I can talk about, I suppose. But it's probably, I don't know if I can say like my top favorite. It's hard to decide. There's a lot of really good ones out there. I really like To Your Eternity is really good. Like Violet Evergarden's obviously classic. I like Erased, I like Watamote. Some of these are kind of like mixed in there, obviously, that probably people wouldn't say is their top favorite, but to me, like personally, I just like them. So just keep that in mind. I also like Angel Beats, Kaiji Ultimate Survivor, Black Lagoon, Free Run's really good. I like some goofy ones, like House Husband and Saki Ken. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. The I'm laughing about anime and manga at this point. Thank you. Oh, we had our follow goal 210. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Watamote, yeah, I love Watamote. It's so good. It's like kind of an underrated anime in my opinion. I feel like not a lot of people know about it. Like I'll try to talk about it to anyone that's like someone that I like talk about anime to, and they're like, well, that's a lot of movies, you know? And I'm like, oh, it's, you know, social anxiety, a girl with social anxiety that tries to just like, you know, do her best. And she's like a big goofball. Like I kind of love adore her a bit. Like she tries her best to just like, you know, live through life, but she's got like these ideas in her head that usually don't work out when she tries them. So she ends up just attitude awkward or not deploying her plans very well. Nice to meet. Yeah, when was super underrated? Lost years ago. Don't know anyone else who's seen it. Yeah, I feel the same way. I've met maybe a couple people who have seen it, but it is totally an underrated anime. So if you guys haven't seen it, I'd recommend watching it. It is definitely worth it. It's about social anxiety, talking to strangers. I got the manga as well. That's so good. I have like the first 10 of them, or there's like 10 or 15 I picked up at this one. Or I was actually surprised that I found them. They went for like really cheap at this one Comic-Con that I went to, and I wasn't thinking about like getting the whole set while I was there, because they have like 10 or 15 books on sale, and they were like super duper cheap because like no one was getting them or something. So I was like, oh, I'll get a couple of these. I bought like the first few books from them, and I came back to the stall and I saw that they were still there. So I just ended up buying all of them, but like you come with fun money, and I didn't have any left for the rest of the day or the rest of the compound. Couldn't get through it. Too much secondhand embarrassment. That's kind of cute. It's fire. It is a lot of secondhand embarrassment if you can feel that kind of stuff. But I think it's also very relatable for me. I think she's very cute, very relatable, and it definitely kind of like puts into perspective how people feel, because a lot of people do kind of feel these ways when they are approaching situations they're not used to. Yeah, Modern Bundle, these are so good, and sometimes they're so much cheaper than what you get at like Barnes & Noble or something, which is crazy because you think they'd be more expensive, but depending on what it is, you can get like a lot cheaper. I think the only thing that's probably more expensive, unless like you get like a really good like steal or something, is the figures. Usually the figures are usually running for more than what they're worth, or like around what they're worth. But normally it's a little bit more. Sorry, I was getting some water. But Watamote's a ton of fun. I love Watamote. And what's other ones? I like Immense Shadow. That's more of a newish one. I wouldn't say it's exactly new now, but it's a pretty good one. Dungeon Black Company is kind of funny. I like that one. There's obviously some like goofy ones like Kumakura and CP Princess and the Demon Castle. I'm a big anime. I'm a big anime nerd, guys. I haven't watched like all of the really popular ones, but I have watched a lot of anime in general. Price is Good, Slice of Life, and Sci-Fi. It does, yeah. Sleepy Princess is so cute. It's like my favorite, like, it's kind of like one of my comfort shows, honestly. I'll go back and I'll watch Sleepy Princess every once in a while, because it's just so funny to like watch this like cute little princess who's like absolutely terrorized a bunch of demons all the time. And I feel like I can go back into it and just like watch it here and there just to feel happy again, you know? It's always a good watch. So if you guys want something funny and cute to watch, Sleepy Princess and Demon Castle is totally worth it. I think I wrapped around like 300 animes or so, maybe a little bit more these days, but I've watched quite a bit. Like I know some people watch like thousands or whatever, so I don't want to like toot my horn too much, but I've been around the left a little bit when it comes to anime. But there's some out there that people will be like, you haven't watched this? Oh my goodness. Because I just haven't gotten to it, or maybe I was like kind of deterred from watching it because of how popular it is. I've done that for a ton of them, but some of them I definitely feel like I've done that too. Sleepy Princess is great. Yeah, but that you watched this one. I love that anime. It was so cute. What outfit do I want to wear? This is kind of cozy. I like the first season of Shield Hero is pretty good. I know that might be like a controversial anime to like it's not, wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it is up there. I think the seasons after the first season are kind of like tried to have some good event, especially with how many there are these days. I watched a lot over 850 completed. Damn. Yeah, I have like maybe a little over 300 completed, but I have a lot that I haven't finished as well that I started. Like I'll get like halfway through or mostly through and I'll just like stop watching and then I'll never go back to it. So I have a ton of stalled rewatching ones, unfortunately. Let me see how many I have that I started. I started watching 93 of them and I haven't finished them. And then I stalled like 69 of them, so I like put them on like the back burner, like I'll come back to them later. And then I have 93 on my watch list, so I need to put those under stalled probably. I have around 150 of them, 170 or 60, whatever it is, that I started and I never finished. And then I have like 300 and some that I actually watched. Yeah, unfinished anime, and also want to watch list is also piling up a lot. I can show you guys my anime profile, I guess. I don't really care if you guys see it or whatever. It's my anime planet. I know some people use like anime list or some other things to keep track of stuff. I use Anime Planet for all my cool stuff. It's got like a really old profile on it, so the lined stat. Let me see if I can bring it up. Studio mode. Just get gaming. Don't judge me too much. I made my profile when I was like 10 years ago or something. But like I was a baby right then. Some of the stuff I rated was like way back when I started watching anime in like 2018 or 2017 or something. It was shouldn't feel like that long ago, but it is, honestly. It is quite at this time. Also get ready for OBS to freak out, or whatever, Firebox to freak out. It always freaks out when I mess around with it while I'm streaming. Alright, so I watched a lot of anime. This is my profile. It's just goofy. A lot of goofy old pictures and things that I have on here, nothing too crazy. These are the ones I watched. I dropped like 5 of them because they were just so bad. I don't remember which ones they were, but they had to be terrible. Yeah, I feel like some people might have mixed emotions about some of these. but some of them were like, oh, why didn't you finish that one? That one's so good. And so you're like, oh, I understand why you don't like that one. I don't know, some of them I just couldn't get into. Other ones I just thought were too much for me. Some of them were just really bad. But these are like the only anime that I've ever dropped in my entire anime watching career. They're something, that's for sure. We're watching my watched ones. I'll go by rating, so you guys can see. I have my the right of you thinking it's our free time. It is true. Like we can be a little picky. You can decide on what we like and don't like, you know. So there's some here that you probably recognize. Some of them you might not recognize. I'm also blocking some with my giant ass torso, but that's okay. We're gonna move over a little bit, I think. Just a tad. At least can kind of see what's behind me a little better. Alright, so I like the first season of Reincarnated as a Slime. Looks really good. The other seasons are kind of meh. First season of Konosuba was obviously the best. Real life, one of mine's up there. Oh, this is a meme one. This isn't actually my favorite. It's just really memey. That's why it's up there. I don't know. I think I only have like a couple that are just like meme 5 stars. Most of them are actual 5 stars because I really like them. It's actually really good. I just started that one. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. I love the first season a ton. I think the second season is also pretty good, but I think first season to just have like kind of a better place in my heart than the other ones. I really like the first and second season of Eminence and Shadow. I guess I like them enough to give them a similar rating, so they're both up there as well. They're not 5 star. Like these are my 5 star ones. But they're 4.5, still pretty high. Play the House Husband as a blast to watch. It's so funny. I love the anime of House Husband. It's just so goofy, so fun. It's also very short. The episodes are very short, so it's easy to get through. Dungeon Black Company is a goofy one I like. That Paradise No Time is super fun. I like really good comedy ones as well. It's like some of those are rated pretty high. But there's also one sad ones in here too. First season Dr. Stone, I thought was really good. That's a pretty solid rating. Buffering Spider. I know some people don't like the anime for Split from my Spider because of the animation. I mainly like it because of like the story and some of that stuff, but I don't mind mature subject. Garden of Sinners was phenomenal. Watched that one recently. It was so intense. I'd have to sign in to see if I've actually put that on my list or not. So give me 1 second. Oh, I'm just gonna quickly log in. Oh, well, I'm invading the chat, guys. What are you gonna do? Uh-oh. I'll be right out of the chat in a second. Did you say? Oh, I might be interested in checking them out then. Just have to remember my login. Perfect. How to type properly. Typing's hard. Alright, I'm logged in. Thank you for the pie, Spire. Garden. That was it. Garden of Sinners. Oh, so I told you I was gonna freak out. Oh my goodness, don't dance. It's not dancing time, guys. We can't be dancing right now. I'm trying to type. Thank you for the pets, but they're also making me go crazy, and I'm trying to do, live browser stuff. Garden of Sinners. Let's start with this one, I guess. Oh, okay, this looks like a movie, maybe. Scene. Movie. Are they all movies? Or am I crazy? I think they all might be movies. They're just a bunch of movies, but I'm noticing. Oh, okay. I have to put that on my. Oh, I have it on my want to watch list. I buried it with all my other want to watches, I suppose. I don't know why, but like Firefox hates it when I hit control commands, and that's what my commands are. for changing my stuff, or controls just commands, so Firefox just hates those, and there's just a bunch of secret control commands that it has that doesn't tell you about. So I just like spazzes out sometimes. I got there was my watching the list. I don't even know if I rated some of these, maybe. I was rewatching Fear Run, so that's why that's on rated already. But the other ones I never finished. A lot of like isekai in here under the not finished ones because like I'd start them and then I would just never finish them. Yeah, Firefox can hate the fox. It's true. I am the Firefox. I don't know how my head turned red. I hit some button activated. There we go. Back to normal. I have a lot of different colors for my hair, and they can kind of mix and match a little bit. A lot of these are isekai, as I said. I think I almost finished this. I had 2 more episodes left of this one, and I didn't finish it. I think I watched more of this one, and I never updated it. Maybe. Sometimes I'm too lazy to log back into the website and update it. I never finished Shangri-La. I know people love this anime. It's actually pretty good, but I just never finished it. I started it and then I know I was Shinoko. I watched more than 2 episodes. I just couldn't get through all of it. I wasn't really doing the best mentally at the time. I think I like started watching it around then, and I ended up not finishing it all the way because I was wrong. I need to be in a better headspace for it, I think. There are a couple of these ones, like Hell. Graham was finished Hell. Coco is really good. If you guys haven't seen it, I like it a lot. I started watching this one. I didn't finish it. The manga was okay, but I guess I just never got around to finishing that one. I started the 2nd season of Moonlight Fantasy. I like the 1st season. And some of these like I'll watch a bunch of, and then like I'll get distracted with real life stuff and I'll just never come back to them. Then I'll find like a new anime to watch and then I'll kind of forget that I'm watching it. I never finished the 2nd season of Kuma Bear when I watched that eventually. I started watching this again. This one's actually really cute. Great Hajahai is really cute. It is really cute. I had on my watching list. I didn't watch more than 1 episode. I just haven't updated it all. It is very cute. Sometimes I just don't update them when I watch them. This is like the 2nd season of Ratsu They Do. I like the 1st one. I really like villainous style ones. I know this was really good. I liked most of Tokyo Revengers, but I think like halfway through I started to like, not really like it as much or something, and I stopped watching it. It's a really good series, and I definitely want to finish it. I don't know. I think there was like parts of it that were bothering me or something, and I couldn't finish it. Well, bunch of other ones. This one's crazy. This Bento one. I started watching that one and I was like, what the heck is going on? I didn't watch more than 2 episodes, I think, but... Alright, let's go back to my watched ones so I can actually talk about those a little better. I haven't watched. If there's any in here that you guys haven't seen or are interested in, I'm curious about, I can always like give you guys a little description. Alright, we'll just like talk about the ones I like, kind of like, oh, this one's a really messed up one. Promised Neverland's really up there. I like the 1st season of Promised Neverland. I really couldn't get into the 2nd season. How was Relife? It was something. I watched the 1st season of Relife. Oh you mean Relife? I thought you meant ReZero, sorry. Relife is actually really good. It's about the guy that kind of like goes back in time, and there's actually people around him that like actually like know that he's gone back in time. I can read the description real quick if you guys want, and then I'll go over it. It's I7, quit his job, waited after graduation, only after 3 months. Life did not go well after that, and now his parents were threatening to stop sending him money, want him to come back to the country. He has a friend that both from the show's travels with, and after that, Momentum invites him to a social rehabilitation programs for needs called Real Life. So, there goes the random Firefox pop-up of the day, which will happen again probably. Quack! He didn't like a good quack. I just saw pretty satisfying. It is pretty satisfying ending. I really like Real Life. It's like, it makes me, I thought the concept was a little odd at first, but it's actually really wholesome and good in my opinion. And it has like a lot of like psychological, mental like kind of stuff that it goes over, and I think it's definitely worth a watch. Even if it was 5-star, I definitely agreed to trying it out. Angel Beats is up there because this is like one of my very first animes that I ever watched. It's a very sad anime, but it's also very good. Thank you for the cheek ground. Thank you, Mian. Thank you. It was so good. I'm gonna rewatch it, but my heart is hurting just thinking about it, you know? I just feel it like tugging just thinking about the anime. I don't know if I could rewatch it or not. I might. Maybe if I watch it with someone, I'll maybe watch it. But it's like, it's a bittersweet anime because like, you know, they're like kind of moving on to somewhere better, but at the same time, you know, it's so sad seeing them go and do this stuff. The boss currently loving that one. I don't know if I see that one. The box. Last bad written. One way to go for Mrs. Nationals. The Cosman practicing hard out with the girls basketball team. Feds from home implements for the tournament events. Cuba crossers, which will not be the first thing on their minds anymore. I don't know if I'm putting on my want to watch, but it's not exactly the genre that I'm like super into these days. I know some of my friends have been trying to get me into like more sports ones, but I've been away from slice of life for a little bit. They're okay, but some of them mess me up. Depending on which one. I think I've watched too many like horror sites of lives. I think maybe, or like the psychological sites of lives, and like the nice ones have been kind of like watered down for me. But I do like them here and there. Like I like Saki K was a funny one. But I don't have a ton of them. Lucky Star is a slice of life, I think. I think that's technically one. But most of them are slice of lives. Well, never a sports girl, but this one kind of hooked me because of how pretty the animation is. I had to try it then, because I don't know about the same way. Twins keeps trying to get me to watch Haikyuu, which is that volleyball one. I don't know if I can spell it properly. Is it this one? Yeah, my friend keeps trying to get me to watch this one. It's not even on my want to watch list. They said it's really, really good. That's the reason why they like volleyball in the first place, is because of this anime. But I don't know. I have a hard time being behind sports anime, y'all. What's some other ones I can talk about? I really like Magic Madokia. Oh, the first season of Magic Madokia Madoka Magica. I was like in a magical girl phase for a while, where like I would watch nothing but magical girl stuff, and like I watched much dystopian-ish ones. Yeah, I guess they're sorted by magical girls. I watched this one. I watched Magical Girl Raising Project. Oh, I was Pretty Cure. And this is, I guess that's technically a magical girl one at the end there. I never could go to the other seasons. After the first one, I don't know. I wanted a lot more of the content around it, but I felt like it was such a good ending for the first season I didn't want to like spoil myself or like feel bad about watching the other stuff because of how much I really liked the first one. I know there's like a ton of stuff with the series now, like related to anime. There's just so much stuff these days, like with a sequel, and then there's a side story, and then there's a bunch of movies. I know I've heard a lot of good things about some of the other stuff for it, but sometimes like I cast down myself from watching other things because of the way it, like, you know, it makes me feel. Violet Evergarden is a really good one. I think a lot of these are really good though. I also got to have my one was Kaiji. Kaiji, this is a very unknown one, I think. Like, not a lot of people watch Kaiji Ultimate Survivor. It's kind of good. It's doesn't have a dub sadly, but the sub's pretty good and the announcer is crazy. It's like a gambling, high stakes, like kind of psychological. And it's it like really kind of like puts you in perspective. If you like Squid Games or like that kind of like format or whatever, obviously it's gotten like a little overplayed ever since the first season of Squid Games came out. It's kind of like a little goofy now. But if you like that kind of like thriller kind of death stakes kind of games, this is a really good one. And then if you wind up watching this season, you can watch the second season, which is pretty good. But the one I really like is like they made a side anime that makes fun of the series, basically. I believe Mr. Pentagon was Middle Management Blues, which is a ton of fun to watch after watching those. It's like this is like a kind of pretty much like a love letter for the series almost. It is so funny and so fun to watch after watching such like a horrific anime. It is like so good. Thank you for the cheek prongs. It's a comedy. It's very goofy. It's a I don't know. It definitely makes me feel happy to watch after watching the two more serious seasons. It is a little longer than your average anime, so that might deter some people, but I think it's a pretty good one, even if you just watch the first season. Black Lagoon obviously is a blast. Hello Black Lagoon, it's such a class thing. Wow. But to shoot this, blow up that, kaboom, explosion, Revy's cool. Not much else to say about that one, he's super cool. What other ones I have on my list? Yeah, honestly I think they're both good for sub and dub. Lights of Magic was really good. 91 Days was a heck of a trip. It's like a gangster mafia like that. This is like feels like if you watch Peaky Blinders or something similar to that, this one feels a lot like that kind of esque. And it also it has like a lot of like feels like psychological stuff in it, so that's pretty good. Obviously Saga Tanya the Evil is in there. She's like crazy, and Tanya is so good. There's my ReZero. Obviously it's in there. I have a lot of 4.5s because there's just so many good animes out there that I adore. So definitely a lot on that portion. Like, usually I don't have as many 4.5s to 5s as I have 3 stars obviously, but there are quite a bit. Silent Voice made me cry too. Oh my goodness. I cried so much for Silent Voice, and then I just watched their other movie recently. I don't know if I marked it down on my list or not. Was it Your Name? I forget what the name was for it. That's ironic because they have an anime called Your Name. Wasn't that one? It was another one that they did from the same series. I think I can click on Kyoto Animation to find it. Well, they do Violet Evergarden too. No wonder it's so good. Damn. I will go back properly. They do Haruhi as well. Oh my goodness. I didn't know this is how many we did for this this particular studio. That's pretty cool. I didn't like the way Melancholy of Haruhi Sazumi ended. I thought it was not too bad of an ending, but I didn't like it. I'm trying to remember where it was the one with the rain girl from the series, from the I don't know if I think it was the same studio that did it. I can't remember the name for some reason. I thought it'd be near the top of the popular ones. I don't know. I'll find it some other time probably. I don't worry about it. Oh, was I looking at before this? I'm gonna hit the back arrow until we relax. Let's go here. There we go. Overlord's really good. There's a lot of like series, a lot of seasons for Overlord, and I think it's really good. It's a little bit of a trek to get through if you're starting Overlord for the first time. You want to try and get through all the anime. First season's really good. I think even like the later ones are pretty good. But it is quite a bit to have to like go through and watch, so understandable if it's like kind of a deterrent for watching it. Assassination Classroom's up there, No Game No Life, Noragami. Oh my goodness, Noragami is really good. I know it's a more papu one, so people probably watch this one. But I think it's a really good anime. It is. It like pulls at your heartstrings. It's got like a lot of really cool concepts in it, like the the different gods, and obviously the characters are feel so unique, and Zermongan's pretty good. I feel like it's probably not as good as I make it out to be, but it was one of like my first animes, so it's just up there in the ratings. It's also kind of good at the same time. I watched the first season of Bakemonogatari. Now that is a heck of a series to watch. I would not suggest that to most people to watch. I only watched the first season, and that was like kind of a struggle for me. It's not dubbed, for one, and secondly, it is a lot of text to read. You're like, you know how a normal anime is, where you're just like able to like watch the sub and kind of like you kind of forget that the subtitles are there after a while. This one is you have to actually like you can't forget about the subtitles because there's so much to read. The second season was perfect. I'm about to watch it then. I watched the first one, but I couldn't get myself to watch the second because of how much reading I had to do through it. But it's got a really good I must have stole this one. Oh yeah, I stole this one, I guess. And then I put this on my want to watch list here. Looks like I started off on this one. Looks like as you stick with it, it's phenomenal. I know I've heard so many good things about it. I'd have to probably rewatch the first season now that I've been away from it so long. And I'm a little worried about getting back into it. We'll see. Oh my god, this was really good. It's a really old one. It's like a really old harem one. I don't really like harems that much, but there are like a couple in there that are kind of not terrible. Most of them are not the best though. Kino's story journey is really good. Or like Kino, she's super cute. Claymore. My dear friend Nokotan. Oh my goodness, we're getting into some other recent ones now. Nokotan's so goofy. I don't think I can like reasonably put it out like a 4.5 or 5 star, but it is still pretty good. It's like a big laugh. I like Nokotan. There's some villainous ones here, some isekai, some yuri. I love a good yuri. All of the villainous is there, of course. A lot of isekai, Mashal. I know Mashal, people might rate Mashal higher, or Spy X Family higher. I think 4 stars still pretty good. I didn't give it like a 2 or a 1, because you can go all the way down to that, but it's a good series. I never really talk about any of these ones in it. Well, the wholesome Yuri like Adachi and Shimamaru. Yeah, there's a lot of good Yuris out there. I feel like there aren't enough of them. You know what I mean? That ever turned into anime. There's a lot of manga, like a ton of manga about teens for it, but there aren't enough. Really aren't enough animes. I can actually sort by Yuri on Kurosawa, actually, to show you the ones I've watched. The girls, sometimes the girls of time will get all of them, sometimes it won't. These are the ones I've watched. Some of them are a little good, some of them are really bad. Like, I think this last one is terrible. But it was something. I think I watched this one because I was suggested it. I don't remember what one was it by. It's a short ass one. This one was kind of cute. Mystery Your Friends was so good. Oh my goodness. Just was a guilty pleasure. I was doing this. Villainess is really cute. I don't think it's like it's better than any of these other ones, but it is really cute. Bloomington U is really cute. Citrus is really cute. I would get like so mad at Citrus and Bloomington U sometimes. Like these two in particular would make me so angry because of, like, I'd be like yelling at the screen like, "Brah! Stop beating around the bush! Stop!" You know, I'd get like so like upset because like they would almost do something or like something would pop up and then they get like mad at each other or something, you know. And that happens in both of them. And I'm like, just kiss already! Like, oh my goodness. You know, Bloomington U is really cute. It is so cute. It's like two different girls that have like really different personalities. Like, I'm like really quiet and organized, and the other one's, I don't know, it's just very cute. I love it. It's very, it also makes me like want to yell at my screen a little bit, but I feel like every good Yuri does that. You know, if it started making out immediately, like first episode, I feel like the series wouldn't really have much to go off of, like, you know, because it's a lot about like their growth together and learning about each other and their own boundaries and that kind of stuff. So it's really cute. This one's really messed up, obviously. Happy Sugar Life is like psychological. This one, I wouldn't recommend watching this one. It's a little more sus than should be probably for a Yuri. Same with Uzumate. I had no comment about that one. It is not the best watch, guys. It's just kind of and it's kind of goofy, I guess. But the rest are pretty cute. I like them. Love with the Villainess is really good. I know some people are like crazy about that anime and manga, so as like a Yuri. Happy Sugar Life, it is good, but it's also very depressing. So it depends on if you want like a psychological horror Yuri. It doesn't have it's not a very happy story, let's just say that. So if you want something that's not so happy, maybe you can pick it up, but it's not like you're you know, happy. I have a lot of manga ones as well that I've read or tried to read, unfortunately, and never finished. You guys are gonna like judge me so hard if you guys actually know what some of these are. Alright, don't judge me, guys. Alright, I had different phases. I wasn't always this young, alright? Or this old. I'm a baby, alright, for a while, and I read like whatever my brain was like wanting to read. Sometimes it wasn't the best, and sometimes it was. So I'm not this. Just keep in mind that this is a very old list. So I watched Wadamo. I read Wadamo. I really like Villainess is Destined to Die. That's why it's got so many red in there. I have the books for this one, so I haven't updated this one properly. Amazing Demon Queen was so good. Oh my goodness. Oh, I wish they didn't end the series, but it's so good. I was reading on Webtoon as it was coming out, and eventually they made like they paywalled it, so you have to like pay for chapters or like wait every week to get one chapter. And after that, I got annoyed and I had to read it on a different website or something. And the Grim Reaper was really good. I never finished reading it. I think I got like to a chapter 100 something, and then I was like, alright, I need to give a break from this one. And I just haven't gone back to Double Leveling. I'm also up there. Oh, this one's so cute. Lady Knight. How's your Lady Knight Red is so cute. It's not a Yuri, unfortunately, but it is a very cute manga that isn't really well known. I have a lot of chapters too, but it's about a Lady Knight that is very embarrassed about like, you know, relationships and things like that. It's kind of cute because she's also like super tough and dangerous, so it's it's a really cute green. Deepy Princess is there. I want a man for that. I want like ginger bending ones and like Yuri ones in here, so I may skip over some of those ones, but they're really cute sometimes as well. Those are the best ones, yeah. Like this one, Only Since Online, the gender bending one. I know some people are into that stuff, so I'm not gonna go too crazy on them. Read a lot of boy stuff, to be honest. Yeah, there are some really cute ones. I think the only one that I got into that I actually have is this one is so cute, and even this is technically oh wait, no, this isn't the right one. There must be multiple. Why they have the same name? First, I have it on my shelf. This isn't the right one. It's a boy song. What? How do I draw? Okay, the name's a little different. Gosh darn it. I'll find it eventually. I actually can just go to my bookshelf and find the name. 1 second. Oh. I had the name wrong. It's like slightly different. That's so cute. I don't know. I just like I like girly guys, like pretty boys or whatever. So this one's like super cute. It's a boy's song. It is it's adorable. Like this one guy likes makeup, and his friend is like super cute, and it's like it's so adorable watching them, like, you know, like interact with each other. Sorry. it's a big I'm gonna put that. It is very cute. I definitely recommend. It is such a good read. Like the first few books of them, like so good. I own these ones physically. I haven't updated my list, but they're definitely not for everyone, but they're definitely in my opinion, they're like kind of like the best, honestly. Those kinds. Let me see. I like a lot of villainess ones as well, because I've read a lot of villainess. I think there's an actual tag for villainess if I scroll down far enough. I have a lot of those listed, because I like the strong women are really cool. Well, I looks like I had 3 that I'm currently reading, but I think I have more that I haven't listed. These 3 are pretty good though. I maybe have them under my all list, and I just haven't updated them. I'm bad at updating my manga list, to be honest. I'm better at my anime list. I'm really logged into this in a little bit. My filters. I have a bunch that I want to read. Yeah, I'm definitely missing a couple here from where I'm reading on my phone. How do you have like a lot of villainous ones that I like though? Especially the Wonder Death of the Die is my favorite one so far. It's really good. And go back to the other regular list of stuff. Mortal of Doom. I don't even remember reading this one, to be honest. Oh, this is that zombie one. Okay, I kind of remember now. I used to have like a big zombie phase. I remember that's right up your alley, Leon there. I am also right up the alley. I like a good cute boys girls ginger band. I am there's they're adorable sometimes. alright, so some of these are good. Like his first ranker is good. This is another gender bender one. Here's Siren. He's just a really pretty guy. He's not actually a girl, but he's kind of like, I guess gender neutral? I don't know. It's kind of complicated. The anime, or just some manga ended. Like, it's just a very pretty guy, so he gets like, he ends up having to pretend to be the princess for a little while, because he looks very close to the princess. And then some other goofy stuff happens because of how pretty he is, but he's actually a dragon. He's like a baby dragon. Yeah. And he's like, he's only, because Dragon Maid's like really, like a one time, that take a long time to mature. So like, he's like 100 or something, but he's basically a baby. So he goes out into the world trying to like go for adventure and other stuff. It's kind of like a guilty, like, cute little story that I was reading. It's really cute. It's also ended, so we could potentially catch up to it and not have to worry about any more chapters. I got pretty far. It should be on Webtoon. I think I have it on my Webtoon right now. Pretty sure this one's on Webtoon. Yeah, they're reading on Webtoon as well. I have another app on iPhone that's like for stuff I can't find on Webtoon. Well, if I can find it on there and it's like, you know, free to read, I usually try to do it through there. This one's super sus. This one makes me blush how sus it is. Like, I'm not gonna go into how much, what kind of stuff they go on to do, but I didn't expect some of the things that happened in that one. This file, they're incarnated as a girl in the dead world. It is, let's just say it's like, you know, you gotta fan your face a little bit because it's, almost spicy, and I didn't expect it to be, honestly. I just read it because it's a gender bending one. York, you got almost bought the series? Yeah, it's, I don't know. I started reading it. What's to say about it? Make me comment to me for doing that. I really like this one. This is the guy that got reincarnated as a girl. She's very pretty. I still likes women as well, so that's a bonus. And then also, but it started getting like too political after a while. So then I got to like episode 82, or before like I kind of dropped it because it got less about like adventure and action and more about like political stuff and governing, and I kind of fell off after that part. Yeah, I know. It was a really good series for a while to read. I think if he can get past that stuff, I imagine it gets better maybe, but I hadn't really gotten, I haven't been able to get past that. All the really good isekais here, but I started and never finished. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, well, Boss P. This one's really good too. I think I read more than 21 on this one. This one, he's reincarnated as the final boss, which is like a villainess, like overpowered character. This one's very cool. It's not a webtoon though, it's a manga, I think. Sorry. I don't think you'll find it on webtoons, but not too bad of a one. I think that's all. I guess it's all my currently reading ones. I can go to my read ones. Well, I don't have a ton, but I do have some like one shots in here, and maybe some sauce ones as well, maybe. But that's a bookshelves of my. Oh my goodness, that's a bookshelf. I have like a little bookshelf right now, and it's only filled to like 2 other shelves. So I definitely want to get more, but maybe when I move out, I'll you know, I'll be able to collect some more books. I got Mage and Demon Queen because I love Mage and Demon Queen. It's such a cute Yuri. They're so cute together. I'm like a most Pamela Sculptor in Puranai. This is a really cute one. It's about a penguin. I like penguins. Penguins are pretty cool. This is a Yuri. It's a short Yuri. It's a good one shot, I think. Penguins are cute. They are cute. How about penguins? It's such a goofy, like, fun little read, and it's not that long. It's only like 38 chapters that you can kind of plaster in like a day or two, maybe. You know, that's not too much to get through. Goblin is really good. Third person, but they're a little, like, a little sus here and there, but it is cute. It's mainly cute and PG, so I like it. Dungeon Seeker. I think this one got cancelled. It was kind of okay. This is a horror one. One shot. I used to be into reading one shots a lot back when I was like reading a ton of manga, but it's been a while since I've read one shots. They basically just mean like the story's really short and to read it real fast kind of deal. One shots. They are, yeah. Like this is a Yuri one. Frozen. This one was okay. Got 3-star. Yuri Wall was weird. I kind of feel bad for reading it. It's not that good, guys. Don't read that one. It was not good. 2-star. That's a 2-star Yuri. Yes, another 2-star Yuri. I only read them 2-star because they're not that good. I read them anyway, guys, but I didn't like enjoy them that much. I think this one is kind of cute. I don't know. A lot of Yuri's heard of Red Blist, for sure. A lot of want to reads I never got to. Oh my goodness, there's so many. I'm trying to see if any of these pop out to me, but there's just so many. Oh my goodness. But this one looked really cute. I want to eventually finish this one. I think I started that one. I could talk about anime one all day, honestly. I just yap about it. A lot of them. Alright, have a good night. It was very nice meeting you and talking to you. Thanks for chatting, yapping with me. I made it a lot more enjoyable to look through my stuff. I appreciate it a lot. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. And I'll catch you another time. It was really nice having you to talk to goofy anime and stuff. Thank you. I appreciate the follow and just yapping. I enjoyed that. That being said, I think I'll probably wrap up my my anime and manga discussion because I have been yapping about it for a long time, and I don't want to go on about it for too long. I want to move over here. I want to move aside. Alright, there we go. Move aside. Alright, we're gonna go back here. I'm a little bit too far over now. Dang. Alright, how long have I been streaming for? About an hour and a half. I think talking about all that anime and manga has cheered me up quite a bit because I do have a bit of a passion for that kind of thing. It's just so good. That was nice. That was nice. I wonder if anyone else is streaming around now. I was thinking about closing stream because I don't want to be on for too long. I just streamed in the morning because I woke up too early and I needed something to do or leave out at the help myself feel better. So I would stream. Streaming usually makes me feel better. But thanks, which is good. I can't speak. Words are hard. I'll see if there's anyone actually streaming right now. I think Lumi's still on, surprisingly. They're playing some Hollow Knight. I need to play Hollow Knight soon. The Silk Song is coming out soon, like very soon, and I have not beaten Hollow Knight, and I want to. But so I get so lost so fast when I play it, so we'll just have to buckle down and play it. Maybe won't be on Tuesday, maybe Wednesday we'll play the Hollow Knight or something. We'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna maybe send you guys over to Lumi. I don't know how much longer he's gonna be streaming. But I don't actually know how to report here either. But we'll raid out you, Lemmy, and hopefully they'll send you somewhere nice as well. For anyone who stuck around and lurking, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening to me yap about things I enjoy. Hope that wasn't too bad. I appreciate it. I think we typed their name correctly. I don't think I've rated Lumi in like ever, because like their streams are always like starting out like 5 a.m. or something, or like 2 a.m. or something crazy. So I never end up getting to raid them. So we're a raid. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys. Definitely support my friends if you guys can.